What is happening? Good to see you guys. Good to see you all. I need extra light. There it is. Just a little bit. Just a touch more. How are we doing today? Good to see you, Sardina. Yeah, not the best. Not the best for sure, sir. You know, I hit Grand Slam, didn't do good things. Felix, good to see you. Brent Carswell, good to see you. Good morning, fellow openers. Oh, for keeping Giolito in? Is that what you're upset about, PJ? That's a positive. Normally it works out. Yesterday was a lot of careful Icaruses of people going into the 7th or even longer and having a worse, inning or two. What is happening? Custom Stash, Blue Eyes Live. Good to see you. Oh, I'm so sorry, Bo. Good to see all of you. How bad are your ratios, Blue Eyes? Is it really like that bad? I hope not. Who was it? Because keep in mind, like last week, people were upset about, say, like Giolito getting banged up, or Montes or whatever, and we just got more of them through the week, so it could happen. Good to see you, Yancey. Daytona, likewise as well. Oh man, 5 starters today. Look at you. I'm still really upset about benching all those good players the other day, and it just doesn't make me happy. Actually, I have 4. Oh man, yes. In the Legacy League, I have DeGrom, Weathers, Inoa, and Alcantara. That should be fun. In Guillotine League, oh man, get them in the lineup. Oh my god. Guillotine League, it's Weathers, Hap, and Mike Minor, all with wonderful matchups. So that should be lovely. It looks like Aaron Judge is out today, right? So I'm gonna just do that. Nick says, "Sure, run out Maeda." Yeah. I remember this conversation yesterday, guys. I remember both of them though. I remember the Kluber one too. So, you win some, you lose some. Yeah, it stinks. It's like at some point we know that Maeda is going to do well. I was hoping it would be yesterday, especially against Cleveland. I guess not. Good news is that he still gets really easy opponents. So you just got to, I think, keep running out Maeda. I know that sounds nuts, but he's not, it's like the opposite of the Aaron Paul Breaking Bad gif. Like, he can't keep getting away with it. He can't keep failing, Oh, I'm sorry, Daytona. Oh, nice. Yeah, nice custom. The Glasnow curve is wonderful. I mean, it's really nice when you have the slider, though. Good to see you, Hamos. CSW nerd. Ha! CSW nerd, I won this round, but as everyone else has said, I reckon I said, hey, you should be starting Maeda too. So, we finally started seeing something positive from Kluber. That's cool. C-Plud, what's up, man? I need help. He was offered Kenta Maeda for Alex Reyes in Saves Hold League. Generally, I wouldn't go for someone like Alex Reyes in Saves Hold League because it's not as, there's a lot more help on the wire. If you have a really good staff, I would honestly just hold on to Maeda and just wait. I know it sounds a little bit painful. Like, that's a roster spot and it saves Hold League, and there's just easy ways to get value with that spot. But I think I would probably hold. Are you getting? Oh, would be. You'd be trading away Reyes. You were offered. I read the same wrong way too. I would do it. I would go and get it. Should you drop Tony Disco for Maeda, who just hit the wire? I would, because he gets, I believe, the Padres twice now. It's really weird, like, in the roundup. I always worry, do I sound too smart in some ways? Am I like, overthinking it? Being like, yes. Now that Disco just had a really nice match at Rocky Road. Now he gets 2, and they're so good. Now he gets 2 really tough opponents, and big brain move, drop him even before that. It's like the Lance Lynn thing in 2019 where I was like, well, he gets Houston and he gets some really tough team. Like, drop him, and then, like, he just doesn't fail the entire season. So it's so my instinct is to say, like, Nick, no, you're doing the right thing, right. You're supposed to do that. 0 edits yesterday, Yance. We had 0 edits yesterday, so that was good. Is Gray, Widener, or Dunn usable today? All tough matchups. I would say Sonny Gray is. Not really the other two. You're rich. I had a really nice DM from somebody. And I think his name was Kevin. I should probably find out so that I can give proper reference because it was a really nice thing. Yeah, Kevin. Reached out about different ideas for this channel, which I think is really cool. We can use channel points to essentially, you can redeem it to be the one that picks what video we watch to analyze, which I think is a really cool idea. So, like, if you're in system, like, we got to watch Justice Sheffield, you can just, okay, whoever has the most points, and it can be like a collective amount of points from everybody. The other one that I'll see if we do in state or not. I don't want it to feel cheap though. Like, I don't want it. So someone, so he was suggesting maybe you guys can spend points to earn a follow from me on Twitter. I feel that's, I don't know, disingenuous. I don't want to like I give you a follow, but then it doesn't feel real, right? Like, you're purchasing it as opposed to you probably want me to follow you normally. Yesterday was back to back. Yeah, it was 3 straight. Usually channel point redemptions are a fixed amount of points. Right, but I can change the amount, right? Like, I can say, like, hey, there's a redemption level of like 2,000 or whatever it is. Something like that. So, like, yeah, so I will just things to think about. I think at the very least, the person who redeems gets to choose you guys get to spend the points choosing who the video is on. I think that's a cool way of doing it. And it also encourages, I think, those, instead of just one random person showing up and being louder, those, you guys have been actually like here with the chat and stuff. That means you'd have more points, so you'd be able to, you deserve to have your voice heard louder. Yeah. So, yeah, it sets like 2,000 points or whatever. Exactly. Maybe more. I don't know. Whatever it is. Can we talk about Richard Rodriguez and how he's amazing on the second place over 500 Pittsburgh Pirates? So far, so good. You never know. I mean, what was that, a 4-week stretch? Oh, the Cevalle one, man, Cevalle is really frustrating me. Because it's like, it's not as much of a surprise as I want it to be. Like, I'm really into Cevalle's just groundwork as like a starter, but it's also, yeah, he just doesn't have that pitch yet. My vaccine's at 11 a.m. Oh, yeah, so thanks for reminding me about that, Yance. There is a chance, guys, that I am like completely knocked out by this. So that means, I hope I can do the roundup tonight. I don't have a backup plan for tomorrow. I might ask a few people if they're interested to at least do the podcast, but there is a chance there's no stream tomorrow. So it's I will let you know. I will let y'all know inside of Discord and inside of and on Twitter if there's no stream. Excuse me. I don't think I'll be that hit, right? I think I'll be fine. You can do 1,000 points to make a pun about a player. I'll do that for free. I'll do that for free. if I, yeah, by the way, stop that negative speed. No, I just, thank you, CSW. No, it's more of just preparation. I need to, like, just in case. It would really bother me if I didn't do the roundup tonight, but, like, I've only missed one roundup since the start of 2015. Up my volume? I don't actually have a way of upping my volume right now. I don't think. No, I have it all the way up here. I need a boost essentially. Hold on. Let me see if I have this. I could do a gain. I don't want to do a gain. I would have to do a gain. Here's the problem. If I do a gain, which I can do, if I do that, so this should be slightly louder. I just don't want to clip, is the thing. You know, there's like that's the only thing I'm worried about. So like the actual volume is one thing, and then like the actual like peak of what it can handle is another. So I don't want to overgain it. I get that megaphone vibe. Can you bet channel points on the over under for your recovery time? We'll see. We'll see. I am going to start that prediction for you guys right now, though. The main one. Because why not, right? Let's get this going. And hey, by the way, Bigley and Jay Byrne. Let's see, and Mr. Hearn, Striker, Tame Yam, Guderick, Zoo York, iPhone. Nope. iPhenomenolog. Thank you for the follow. Okay, start prediction. I'll let this one go for 10 minutes. How many edits for today's podcast? Great, I'm glad that sounds better. That's good. It's been good luck for no edit takes. There you go. 8:45. All right, appreciated. All right, guys, how many edits? How many edits is it going to be? We have 8 to 5 so far. And by the way, guys, doing this prediction at the top here, over there somewhere, or is it over there? I don't know. Nothing to lose on your end. We got to get you a drive time radio soundboard. I do have I just got a stream deck, by the way. For when my friend comes by, we're going to like make things for this stream, which is pretty cool. We all know that regression is the name of the fantasy game. This is true. Very true. Yeah, that is really exciting, Shelly. Good to have you here, by the way. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, that fastball also wasn't even just like the spin rate, but the locations of it yesterday. Way, way better. Oh, you guys are the best. Asher, Daytona. Get those notes going. Well, good news is that Jim Chatterton is dope and sent me the batter's box. Then we have Benjamin Haller sending me these wonderful reliever notes. So all I'm gonna really have to do is news, which is always the case, but I'm not like waiting for anything. 23. Oh, look at that. I've done this 23 times. Wow. Wow. Why George Brett Contra? Good to see you, by the way. Yeah, there was I mean, it was good pitch separation from Paddock, and he was in the upper third. Like, we've seen Paddock a good amount this year, just not have it with fastball command. And it doesn't surprise me that like higher spin rate would would be paired with better command too. Not to mention, like, higher spin rate means you stay up longer, so in general, just higher stuff. Why not George Brett? It just seemed, there are a lot of amazing players. Oh yeah, Jazz's hamstring. That's such a that stinks. I know it. Trust me, I know that story. But you guys saw how upset I was at Fast for his let's see, his toilet humor during the podcast, and I was not for it. Cole Calhoun is dealing with a hamstring injury. So is Jazz Chisholm. We wait with bated breath. Aaron Judge likely sits out today and or tomorrow with lower body soreness. AJ Pollock had food poisoning and will return today. Yeah, I wasn't, Yancey. I wasn't laughing at that. Look at you voting the under too. I've pulled my hamstring before. It is not fun at all. Shelly, if you're there, do we care about the Sky Bolt? Oh, Mike Moustakas is back. Who do I drop for Moustakas? I don't know. I'll figure that out later. No, thank you very much, Shelly. That's all I needed. I just needed to know that it was not worth it. Okay, cool. Is Alex Colomé mentioned in the no? Okay. Oh yeah, Mike Talkman was traded to the Giants for Wandy Peralta. Man. Cal Higashioka will get more playing time for the Yankees. Blue Jays aren't expecting Hyunjin Ryu to miss a start with his glute injury. I don't need to mention that Lind's going an extra day. Kyle Lewis. Sorry, not Kyle Lewis. Lewis Robert heads to the COVID IL. Still in the dark about George Springer. It's really annoying. Mike Soroka isn't expected to be in the majors until June at the earliest. All right, I think that's enough. I'm planning to drop Tony Disco for Tyon when he comes off waivers. That sounds good. Yep. Sounds great. He gets the Padres twice. Oh my god. Okay. He gets the Padres twice now, Tony Disco. So I don't want to start him for both of those. And fantasy managers. Hey, we are finicky people. And what I mean by that is, in 2 weeks after those two starts, we'll think, oh yeah, Tony Disco. We'll like completely forget about this complete game shutout. He allowed 3 earned runs in the 7th inning or whatever it was. Chairman Pikachu, like, don't worry about it. Or maybe it was a 6, but Bueller's still dope. Yeah, time of getting dropped. Like, why now? Oh right, because it was 4 earned runs against Cleveland. But still, like, no, don't do that. Guys, I'm like Diamond Hands here. Everyone is saying sell GameStop stock. And I'm like, we gotta hold. We gotta Diamond Hands, Maeda, Kluber, and Tyon. We can do this. To the moon. I've only Ben Brown. We're here to clip that. Okay. Let's get Richards. I don't really want to talk about Christian Javier. Not Ian Anderson. Corey Kluber, yes. No. Don't care. Yeah, guys, I want to bring back Spice Girl, and it didn't. It didn't trigger the tooltip. Why didn't it trigger the tooltip? Oh, it's got to be plural, is why. No, I want to actually, I'll do one better. I will actually edit the glossary and into to make it without the S as opposed to changing my, because I'm going to do that all the time. Where are you? No. I'm looking at all of these terms. I think one of my favorite ones that just never got used anymore was for what was his name? Oh man. What was his name? Nick. So this actually should now return it. Yes, beautiful. Williams Perez. I called him Sir Dub because it's W for Williams, right? But he has 2 surnames. So Sir Dub. I thought it was really fun. Let's see here. So we have 15 people think I'm going to have 2 or fewer edits, and 10 people think I'm going to have at least 3. Yancey Eden bet 7,000 of his points on me to succeed. Gotta love that faith, that support. We freaking out about Giolito? Absolutely not, Nico Boss. Wonderful buy low, I guess. I mean, no one's selling him, right? Like, happy Zach Godley Day. Oh, man. Well, I don't have a Blame It on the Pirates, but you guys, I don't have it like yeah, there you go, Felix. We don't have if you guys see in the roundup, anytime something's bold and in quotation marks, that just generally means that I think it's a glossary term and it wasn't triggered for whatever reason. That's kind of how it works in the back end. So with like Blame It on the Blank, I don't really try to, I that one wasn't like a bold with quotation marks, so it wasn't triggered or whatever. But yeah, I'll change the color of it. I'll put that in. It should be a very, very easy change. But anyway, okay, we're gonna talk about Kenta Maeda. I'll talk about Bueller and Giolito just being, and Scherzer all like not being aces, and then I'll talk about Cevalle and call it a day. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the Daniel Castano blurb. Yes, the tiara is still on Maeda. But yeah, the Daniel Castano blurb is prime Nick Delirium. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one. The Crown completely redeemed one's winning nature. Oh my lord. That's incredible, Felix. Wow. That is stable to it. Heads going to be a while. I don't know if it's going to be a while. Arliss, I'll be completely honest. I think as far as like emotion goes, you'll be fine if you bench Gray and he does well. But you'll be upset. There is a decent amount of risk for that start with Sonny Gray. I think you're okay, like not. Oh, absolutely drop Odorizzi for Kluber. William, yes. Yes, do that. It's just not. Can't buy a low my own player. Oh, there you go. But yeah, Felix, that's really good. Does the Crown completely redeeming one's winning nature? Oh man. Now the thing is, like, we can't give it that because he hasn't. Like when we take it off, he's completely redeemed. Completely removed. Can return to one's winning nature. Something like that. Totally unlike me. It's look, it's fantasy baseball and it's really fun to be emotional, right? Like that's how it's supposed to be. I try. It's much easier for me giving this advice when I'm not attached emotionally to your team. I generally also, in some way, I feel that I'm invested in every single starter because I write about them all the time and I tell you where to rank them and everything like that. And if they aren't exactly as I've ranked them, I personally feel like I've messed up, right? Like this is just the stupid anxiety that I have. So it's, I'm invested. I'm invested in all of it. And that because I'm invested in all of it, that means I have all the emotion, which means I can then essentially, like the emotion baseline is neutral. So there you go there. Do you think Framber is back in 2 to 3 weeks and is he worth stashing the bench over streamers like Herman and Wayno? Not over Wayno. Domingo, I'm assuming that is. Maybe. I'm not too thrilled about Herman. Someone on Reddit was really upset at me because essentially when Herman and Smiley came back and both were really bad, the fringe table I said of them being both like top 70 players and like ranking them outside of the top 85 was like unfair. Yeah, they were worse. So I'm not as excited about Herman. Yeah, I mean, like, what is he today on the table? He's not going today. I guess it's tomorrow. Okay. So we'll talk about it later then. We'll talk about Herman versus the O's after this podcast. And speaking of which, it's 9:04. I've got my radio voice. I don't know if you guys can hear the lovely, lovely low vocal fry. Oh. It's there right now. So I can keep it or I can get rid of it. I don't really know. I'm always so undecided about it, but I feel like it's nice harmonics. You know, it really adds that extra level of depth to my voice. Oh, man, I'm in a very weird state today, and I haven't even gotten the shot yet. I get the shot in 2 hours. People pay extra for that timbre, right? Like, I don't want to get rid of it. The complete redemption overnight we needed. All right, you want to keep it, says Bo. Okay. All right. How about Lewinsky hitting 100? It was wonderful. Lay it down by the fire. Sorry, that's Isaac Hayes. I'm sorry. South Park just gets to me. Thanks so much, Quasi. Barry White. I do like Pillock, though. Pillock's my boy. No, it's not. All right. I am going to start recording this podcast. Good luck to everyone who bet on things, I guess, to both sides. I guess it was 15 people on the under, so good job. Waiting for the pod episode in all... Oh, man. So Cole Calhoun is dealing with a hamstring injury, and so is Jazz Chisholm while we wait with bated breath for more news there. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm so sorry. I'm still delirious for some reason today. This is just what today is. Welcome to it. Embrace it. All right. Definitely betting the over today. Yeah, I've given you guys enough information to understand that probably will be an over on edits today. All right. Well, let's drink some coffee. Let's get going, huh? All right. And I want to make sure that is Cole Calhoun and not Willie Calhoun, come to think of it. It is, and I spelled it with a C for some reason. Stupid Garrett. I should have bet more, I know. Should you drop Mike Minor for Singer or wait till tomorrow? I'll answer that on the podcast. Thank you very much. Look, yeah. Let's see. Okay, that's that. Oh man, both of them. I'm on both of them right now. Made possible by Folgers. Man, I was wondering if we were gonna get through a day without Folgers. Okay, let's start recording. Here we go. Wish me luck. Good luck to all of you. All right, here we go. Doesn't always get good every road trip. That's fun. Well, it's also the Giants are just absolutely demolished left-handed pitching, and I should have realized that with Gomber. I mean, I wasn't in, but you know what I mean. I should have been like, avoid, and I wasn't. Don't start lefties against the Giants. What is happening? Welcome to the First Pitch Podcast, your morning podcast from Pitchers.com. My name is Nick Pollock. Today is April 28th, and we are going to talk about baseball. Quick heads up, I'm getting my second vaccine shot in about 2 hours from recording this podcast. The reason I'm mentioning this is I might be, feeling a little bit not energetic, I should say. Just I might get the side effects of that. Later tonight for the roundup and maybe possibly tomorrow morning for the podcast. I'm just letting everybody know if you're wondering, hey, where's the podcast today? Or if there's something off, Hopefully I have a backup plan in place, but just to let you know, there may be some sort of side effects from that. But anyway, moving on, we have news from yesterday. Cole Calhoun is dealing with a hamstring injury. So is Jazz Chisholm. We wait for with bated breath for more news there. Aaron Judge is likely going to sit out today or tomorrow as he's dealing with lower body soreness. A.J. Pollock had food poisoning, but he will return today to the Dodgers lineup. Mike Moustakas is returning from the IL. Really good to see that. Alex Colomé will move into lower leverage situations in Minnesota. So if you're holding on to him for saves, he's probably not going to get them anytime soon. Mike Tauchman was traded to the Giants for a Wandy Peralta. Didn't see that one coming. As a small Yankee fan, I kind of miss Tauchman. Hopefully he can excel in San Francisco. Kyle Higashioka will get more playing time for the Yankees as he's deserved it as a catcher for the Yankees. Blue Jays aren't expecting Hyunjin Ryu to miss a start with his glute injury. That's good news. Will be right on time, not necessarily, but he shouldn't miss a full rotation swing. Luis Robert heads to the IL with COVID. Mike Soroka isn't expected to be in the majors until June at the earliest, and we're still in the dark about George Springer. It's so frustrating. Just show up already, George. You're going to be great. We just want you in that lineup. Okay. Batter's box from yesterday. I wanted to redo that. Sorry. No perfect one today. Hitting performances from yesterday's games, courtesy of Jim Chatterton. Nick Solak went 3 for 4 with 2 home runs and 3 runs. Solak leads the Rangers with 7 home runs so far this season, and he seems to have changed his approach at the plate, pulling the ball more and hitting the ball harder, but he is swinging and missing on pitches in the zone more often. He is dominant against fastballs, yet struggling with secondary pitches, an inverse of the last 2 seasons for Solak. Kyle Higashioka now 2 for 4 with a home run yesterday. He's starting to win the catcher job over Gary Sanchez, which doesn't come as a surprise as he may be the only one hitting well for the Yankees. Higashioka is hitting the ball harder, striking out less often, and walking more than he ever has. A lot of his success can be attributed to his high line drive rate, which may not be sustainable. And then there's Tyrone Taylor for the Brewers, 3 for 4 with a home run and 3 RBI. Taylor has stepped in for various injuries to the Brewers outfield. In 23 plate appearances, Taylor is slashing .474, .565, and .895. He may only get playing time with both Avisel Garcia and Lorenzo Cain and Christian Yelich out, but with Yelich out for a decent amount of time, well, the hot bat could win out in Taylor. Reliever notes yesterday from Ben Haller. Alex Reyes has a firm grip on the closer role for the Cardinals, notching his 6th save of the young season after disposing Rhys Hoskins, JT Realmuto, and Didi Gregorius with an impressive 9th inning. Josh Hader was... Man, that's 2. That's it, though. I'm telling you, it's only going to be 2. It's only going to be 2. Oh no. I can feel a cough coming. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Josh Hader was his imposing self on the way to recording his 5th save for the Brewers. He threw 9 of his 13 pitches for strikes and struck out Chad Wallach to end the game in majestic fashion. The Pirates quietly improved to 12-11 on the year, thanks to another commanding showing from closer Rich Rodriguez, who now has 4 saves and has allowed just 1 hit and 1 walk through 10.1 innings so far this season. Very, very impressive. And it looks like Sean Doolittle has taken over the closer role for the Reds after the woes experienced by Amir Garrett so far this season. Going to the veteran in the 9th inning against the Dodgers shows true faith from Reds manager David Bell. Starting pitching performances from yesterday's games. Garrett Richards was my lead with 7 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 7 hits, 0 walks, and 10 strikeouts against the Mets. You want me to say, look, guys, it's Garrett Richards. I've been a huge fan for ages, and all of a sudden now he's being his best self. All that fun stuff. Yeah, I'm not completely sold. There were a lot of hittable pitches yesterday, but the main thing is he's throwing them all in the zone. His slider, curveball, and 4-seamer. And if Richards can keep doing that, I don't expect him to be this successful, but we should see generally more success than we've seen from Richards. Now, he goes in and out with command. It's something, even just last start, I should say, his slider was gone. And it's good to see that it returned for the most part in this one, too. I'm not totally sold that Garrett Richards is a slam dunk here, but I understand if you want to take a shot. He does have 2 starts that are in his favor moving forward. Corey Kluber last night against the Orioles took full advantage, 6.2 innings, 1 runs, 6 hits, 2 walks, and 5 Ks. I know a lot of people were hesitant about this because Kluber has not been his stellar former self yet this year. Finally, we get some indication of it. We had 15 whiffs across his changeup, curveball, and cutter. I believe it's around 15 or so through those 3 pitches. Very strange to see 5 whiffs on his changeup. I don't think that's very sustainable for Kluber. It's never really been a major thing for him. But to see both the cutter and that curveball and curveball, breaking ball, whatever you want to call it, both of those have success is very encouraging. And 91.5 miles per hour on that sinker is the highest we've seen from Kluber. We even saw around 90 earlier on. We were a little bit terrified of that. Now seeing over 91 and almost sitting 92. Very good for Corey Kluber. A good indication that maybe it is just the April woes and he can be better moving forward. Jacob Junis also performed really well in his luscious matchup against the Pirates. 6.1 innings, 2 earned runs, 9 hits, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts. It's the same story, though. And I know this sounds like I'm just, being stubborn, but it's just a cutter right now for Jake Junis. That cutter is replacing the old fantastic slider he used to have, and there's nothing else there in that repertoire. The fastball is not good. It's like 90 miles per hour or so. It is not a pitch that we can constantly depend on for Jake Junis. I would be cautious. This was nice against Pittsburgh, but if the good matchups aren't there, then I would be avoiding. Look, if he gets a good one next, great. Go with that, fine. I have no problem with it. But this is not your long-term solution inside your rotation. And if someone's very interested in Junis because they hear about the new cutter, sweet, trade him away. We had a lot of disappointing starts yesterday. We had about 5 players inside of my top 30, or actually top 40, who did not perform at the level we want them to. We're going to start with Aaron Cevalle, 7.2 innings of 4 earned runs, 8 hits, 0 walks, and 4 Ks against Minnesota. All of these, by the way, for the most part, had a careful Icarus to them where they went a little bit longer than they should and they got a little bit burned for it. Cevalle, going into the 8th inning and almost completing it, is a very good sign. Yes, it did mean that he allowed his 4th earned run. You lost that quality start against the Twins. Still, Cevalle is going to do that often. And he has the repertoire that does speak to dealing with a third time through the lineup effectively, as it's just a lot of options. Now, he doesn't have that one option that makes me get really excited with Aaron Cevalle. Maybe it's that curveball. It has had consistently good CSW marks and good whiff rates. He just doesn't throw it enough. It was 15% usage last night. That is not what you want to see from his number one offering, right? So I'm a little hesitant to think that Cevalle can be this top 25 guy with a 25% strikeout rate as long as it's just so spread out with his stuff. I do want to see that one pitch that really takes over and then everything else complements it. Hopefully we can get there with Cevalle. Kenta Maeda was a huge disappointment. Once again, 5.2 innings, 5 earned runs, 8 hits, 0 walks, and 3 Ks. I know, guys, I know. Trust me. I understand your frustration, your anger, you're like, why did you put Nick? Why did you put Maeda inside the top 15 to start the year? Because I had no idea he would struggle this much out of the gate. I will say this, and if you don't like this logic, you don't have to listen to me. I understand completely. My logic is, as of right now, we have the bad stuff behind us. Now we have 5+ months ahead. Maeda, it should be much better than this and be more good than bad across those next 5 months. When that starts, I don't know. I want it to be the next start. There was some encouraging marks here with his changeup not being just wasted. They were outside the zone, but they weren't. They were hovering the plate at least, and it feels like he could be a start away. But I don't know yet. And this was against Cleveland, and I really wanted this one to be like, oh, it's an easier matchup, and he should be able to excel. Didn't quite get it. He does get good matchups because it is the Twins, and the Twins have just such a lovely schedule right now. Yes, I am going to keep starting him because I feel like this isn't going to be something that starts in 2 months. It should be something within 2 weeks. That's where I feel with it. If you feel differently, don't feel guilty about dropping or trading or whatever you want to do. I am holding here. Walker Buehler, 6.1 innings, 5 earned runs, 7 hits, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts. He's great. he was in a little bit too long and it didn't go well. Just don't worry about this one. Same with Scherzer and Giolito. I know they both didn't do well in the ERA and WHIP departments. For Scherzer, it was 5 earned runs in 5 innings. Giolito allowed 3 earned runs. I believe actually that was Buehler for going too long, but Giolito too had allowed 2 earned runs later on. I believe in that 7th inning against the Tigers. Frustrating to see. He's totally fine. This was, to me, a rebound from that terrible start against the Red Sox. And this one got delayed because of that cut on his finger. He's fine. Everything is good there. And Scherzer allowed a grand slam to Vladito. There you go. That's it. That's what this start was. So everything should be fine with those aces. Don't freak out whatsoever. But that's it for starting pitchers. And if you want more about them, I do my article every single day going over all 30 starters or however many there are with the SP Roundup. It's on the site over the night. Go check it out. I've reviewed all 30 starters, so definitely go read that. But looking forward to today. Here is Mark with the weather. Who is today's streamer, guys? This does not count as an edit. I know this answer, though. It's J Hap, isn't it? This does not count as an edit because it's the same thing I have to do every day. It's Mike Minor. Oh, sweet. Against Pittsburgh. Okay. Thanks, Mark. Today's streamer is Mike Minor against the Pittsburgh Pirates. I am all for that one. He's right around the 20% rostered mark, so hopefully you can snack him for today's start. And every day I try to take a question from the Twitch chat. If you're not aware, I do this live on twitch.tv/pitcherlist. Just hang out. It's completely free for you. You get asked all the questions you want to do for 2 hours, 8:30 a.m. to about 10:30 a.m. every single weekday morning. So come on by. That's Eastern time, of course. And Wilkie asks, should I drop Minor for Singer now or wait till tomorrow or hold Minor? Well, I would start him against the Pirates. Just kind of see how that's going. And then, yeah, make the swap for Singer, who has been performing really well over this past 3 starts. I think he should capitalize against the same matchup, and then you get 2 great starts for your week instead of 1. So yeah, just wait until lineups lock, and then right then make the swap for Minor for Singer. But that's going to be it for today. So if you like what we do, please consider supporting us with PitcherList Plus. Go to pitcherlist.com/plus. Sign up. You get the Discord. You get an amazing ad-free website. You get player notifications, all that good stuff. And you feel really good because you get to support what we do with this. So definitely go consider that. But that's going to do it for today. So my name is Nick Pollock. I'm about to get my 2nd vaccine shot, and I'm excited. And that is everything you need to know. Ta-da! 2 edits. I told you. I was going to not edit a 2nd time or 3rd time. The under wins. Yep. All right. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. What were the 2 edits? I'll go to screen share mode. I believe it would be here and here. Be great. We just want you in that lineup. Okay. Yeah, this is Jim Chatterton, batter's box. Hitting performances from yesterday's games, courtesy of 9th inning. Josh Hader was. Yeah, I got to do this Josh Hader one. And that's it. That's the only edits. Josh Hader was his. Done. Easy. No problem. I already have Mark set up over here. So let's get that in here. Here's Mark with the weather. Right, that's right. Thanks, Mark. Today's streamer is. Okay. Do that. Put it in here. Oh, no, wait. I got to hear Mark, of course. Duh.
Thanks, Nick.
Anytime, Mark.
Thanks, Nick.
You're
Well,
the best. All right, guys. How many sign-offs we got today? I'm going with 2. I feel like it's a two sign-off day from Mark. Betting 2 for, yeah, there we go, Felix. Yeah. Let's go with a 2.
really not a big deal. That's it for today. Thanks, Nick.
Oh, just a 1. Just a 1.
Thanks, Nick.
Actually, I don't even need to. I don't need to even edit that out. Just 1. Look at us, Felix, huh? We gotta. He's running a tight ship these days. Proud of you, Mark. Another day of 1. Absolutely. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Wilkiao? No, it's not. Wilkowie? No. Will Wilkoe? Ko? How do you pronounce your name, Wilk? I hate betting the over. It makes me go grr. Oh, I love that. Yeah, Mark is killing it. I mean, he always kills it, but you know what I mean. That grr, yeah, that grr kills me, man. I love it.
Looking forward to today.
Hopefully, you guys can hear the difference. By the way,
Here is Mark with the weather.
Thanks, Nick. Well, we saw temperatures warm up, and then we saw a bunch of home runs fly out of the stadiums.
Ah, there you go, Mark. Love it. That's some good analysis. I love him. Man, I remember like last year, we had this planned. You know, we were so excited for the First Pitch podcast, and like we had Mark all set up, and then all of a sudden COVID hit, and we're like, of all the things, we're like, no, we don't have our weather. You know, like we don't have it. Like we were. I think we talked about this in like the end of 2019 with Mark, and he reached out just like, hey, I do weather stuff. Like, do you need weather? I was like, yeah. That's Wilco EW. Oh, that makes sense. I should have realized that. That makes a ton of sense. I should be smarter.
Here's your host, Nick Pollock.
What is happening? Welcome to the First Pitch podcast, your morning.
All right, so let's move this back slightly.
What is happening? Welcome to the first.
There we go. And then this comes in here. Okay. We are going to export this. Where are we at right now? Oh, 925. All right, that's fine. That's fine. All right. First Pitch podcast. Cool. No doubt. Let's get Omni over here. No, that's not done yet. All right. Come on, you can export. You're good. Cool. By the way, I don't know if you guys have realized like how much faster this I've been like uploading this stuff now. I'm just, we're in mid-season form now. We're there. You like my interpretation of Wilkiao? Even though like the EO's after instead of before the O. Oh, thanks, PJ. Yeah, good luck to Sandy. I appreciate that a lot, guys. Yeah, I'm just hoping I can, be okay. I might just take a giant nap in the afternoon. Oh, I will say this, guys. I'm really sorry. I know Wednesdays I traditionally do the video stuff, but I think today I'm gonna try to just take it easy. After getting the shot, just to, like, be safe. I hope that's okay with you guys. I'm not gonna do the afternoon stream today. I'm not even kidding. I might just nap and be like, let's just make sure everything is all right. I'm giving my body as much rest as possible. Cool. First pitch is all set. It's out and doing things at 9:27. Oh yeah. Wow, it's wild. I will never understand the like full listening patterns, because like on the 25th, for whatever reason, we had, I want to say like 50%. Oh, there's 50% more listens, or like 40% or 30% more listens than like the days before and after it. I don't know why. That was a fast one, right? Yeah, that was on Sunday. I typically on Sundays it's not like that. Like on the 15th, that Thursday, we had the same spike. Like I don't understand. And more water. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, okay. I'll do that. Yeah, but the thing is, the previous Sunday wasn't that spike. It came out like the same time. It's just so weird to me. I don't know, CSW nerd. I mean, I would say if he's being more aggressive, it certainly showed. He didn't, he hasn't been efficient in previous starts, and he certainly was more efficient this time. If there is a team you can be like that with and aggressive, it is it is Cleveland. So I think that was a smart move, obviously. Absolutely. Oh, did he get back to me? That'd be great if he did. No, he didn't. Okay. All right. So we're on to the next section of this wonderful, wonderful streaming event. Yeah, that is true, John. That's what I've heard, right? It's like 12 hours. And that's right when I start the roundup. But I might, I feel like I can only help it by still resting, I'm not feeling like I would normally be tired, like really tired by the time I'm doing the roundup anyway. So if I'm like less tired, then that's where my mind is at. Okay, so I don't need this. Don't need this. I don't need this. This is the thing that all of y'all should be purchasing because it's amazing, which is RotoWire's subscription just to get the projected starters. It's phenomenal. So I'm going to double check this first, as we do. This is the routine. All right. It is Kramer. Look at that. Man, they nailed that. I heard nothing about it save for them. Oh, man. I'm just always so happy when it's Alcantara Day. No way. No way. This is why you guys were saying this. I did not internalize that it's Zach Godley Day. Oh my. I mean, he's down at the bottom. Jimmy, you'll be happy you did. What did you pay for Kenta Maeda? When you say you buy low, like what did you buy? Hey, thanks so much for cheering, man. Zoo York. Oh, thanks so much. Which deep dive articles are you talking about? The roundup, or are you talking about like going deep? Oh yeah, it's 100%. Yeah. Thank you. This is what Gallon has done to me. Appreciate you, Felix. The under did win, and I need to give it to you guys. Hold on. I haven't said it. Yeah, but it's 2. Choose outcome. Fewer than 3 edits. Congratulations. You guys are learning. I'm getting better at this. I'm also caring less. Like I'm, the beginning of the year, like I'm gonna want them to be perfect, and now I'm like, I'm gonna mess up a couple times. It's totally fine. But yeah, what did you get? What did you give up, Jimmy? And the going deep stuff. Yeah, I haven't actually written a going deep yet this year, and I want to. But the staff, like our going deep staff, are freaking amazing. And it's just like they do such a good time. Carrying less is a key to success, a key to happiness. Absolutely. Man, we had Godley hype as a reliever, but I mean, I was very much in on the starter. Essentially, what I liked about Godley is he was X stats is actually what got me, because he was really good at preventing like hard contact. And then pairing that with the strikeout rates, I was like, dude, this is like everything you want. He's so good. All right, so I don't actually need to recreate this table, which is a good thing. And I can keep my notes. I just need to change that one cell for Zach Godley, and then remove the question mark for Dean Kramer. So that means I can save some time, which is wonderful. But yeah, guys. So if you're just tuning in, I will be doing looking at a pitcher after this. I gotta leave at 10:30 so I can get my shot. But yeah, I'll be doing it until 10:30 so that I can, because I'm not gonna be streaming today at noon, or 1 o'clock as it says below, because I'm getting my shot, so I'm not gonna risk it. But I will take a look at 10:30, up to 10:30. So let's get the streamer stuff out of the way, the streaming stuff out of the way. I'm gonna try and get it done before 9:50. Okay, in 15 minutes we can do this. We're gonna do this. Today is who? Which one is it? Oh, it's this purple one. Yeah, okay. Always throws me off. The Kyle Freeland one. Okay. So I just need to change over here. It's not Eric Lauer. It's Zach Godley. Of course it is. And then remove the question mark from Dean Kramer. Okay. So now we double check. We use this. We get rid of these things. Come over here. We get rid of you. And now we are going to fill in the gaps here. So this is going to be Ryan Yarbrough. The Atlanta one is Kyle Wright. The Rockies one is Antonio Senzatella. And the Astros, they're saying it's not Kent Emanuel. I don't believe that this one's Kent Emanuel, so I'm going to say it's Luis Garcia. I don't know. But they just, Dusty Baker said it wasn't Kent Emanuel. Right? Oh, well, now Brent Strom is saying he's an option. So fine. I'll put Kent Emanuel, but I think I saw... Didn't I see this? It was over here. Hold on. I could have sworn. But Dusty said Kent Emanuel was not available today and won't be available tomorrow. It's right here. Oh, but yeah, but that was yesterday. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand now. That was tomorrow is today, and today was yesterday. So we're gonna, yeah, okay. So I'll leave that there. Yeah, trust RotoWire. Always trust RotoWire. So we're gonna double check the rest of these now. Weaver, Lopez, Perez, Alzolay, Cease, Boyd. Man, I can't express this enough. It was only last year that I really got into this groove of, like, you know, double checking with RotoWire. Before it was, I had a terrible process, like a really terrible one. Also, I want to give huge thanks to Colin Charles for this. This is a streaming chart. If you don't know this is free for everybody on PL Plus. Colin Charles made it. It's got all your things on the bottom, like all of these tabs for like tomorrow, Friday, all this kind of stuff. Today, tomorrow, like it's pretty amazing, right? Look at this. Look at all the things he offers inside of this. Whoops. You know, like this is crazy. So the process for me now is really just copy this, copy these cells, and then double check them with RotoWire. It used to be, oh, thanks so much, Motanya. No, that's our Motoyama. Thanks so much. Was Kenta automatic? last season? I don't know the joke. Where's that spreadsheet? It's inside the sit or start channel. I think that's what it's called. Fantasy help, sit start questions. I think it's pinned in there. Yeah. It's a pin inside of the sit start questions channel. But essentially, like last year I had to go to Rotoballer only for their table. Like they were the only ones that structured it like this. So I had to go and copy that, and then I would go to NBC's probable pitchers and then base it off of that. But then they had some weird ones. Then I would double check it. It was like a whole process just to get the names, and then they were often wrong. And then now it's just so much simpler and streamlined, and I'm just so thankful for it. Oh, Kenta manual and automatic. But why Kenta manual? Oh, I get it now. I get it all now. I understand things. I'm thinking Kenta Maeda, and then he's manual. Okay, yeah. I'm here. Oh, thanks so much, Quasi. I appreciate that. Gaze upon my highlight and tremble. No, I'm good. I'm not trembling. Why would I do that? Does Urquidy or Odorizzi lose a spot once Framber comes back? Urquidy will not. Odorizzi's going to be out for a while. I'm going to tell you right now. But Urquidy's not losing that spot. You need more Folgers, clearly. Yeah, I do. I just didn't read the full chat. All right. You're all stretched out a few weeks into the season. Yeah, those first pitch quality starts. Okay, let's start going here. Let's do this. Yep. Any other automatic starts? No. I'm going to throw that in here. Throw that in here. Ooh. That's rough. These are both probables now. Or sorry, that's questionable. Look at all these questionables. That's Rocky Road. Oh no. Ugh. Feel so dirty with this. These are all these questionables. There isn't a single probable start. This is a don't start. This is a questionable. This is a questionable. This is a don't. This is a questionable. Oh no, there are two probable starts. Okay. And then all these questionables. Yeah, and then do not starts. My God. So this is rough. Okay. I think this is right. I think Boyd being second feels right. Actually, I'll give him the benefit of going leading this. I think the way that Freddie Peralta is going is like you guys are gonna want that. Let's go with this. Excuse me. Let's go here. Actually, I feel honestly better about Kim than that. If it is Kent Emmanuel, whatever, fine. Cease come down, Perez go up. It's on the road for Sensatella. Oh my lord, this is pain. This is all very much pain. Let's go here and then here. I guess I'll do this. Man. How do we feel, guys? He might not. I think he will get an opener, but he's the bulk guy. What is happening? Yeah, no, he's gonna I see Patino as an opener for them. Waka, Hill, Yarbrough, Glasnow, Fleming right now. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable with any of this. At all. You know? Yeah, there's like nothing to stream tomorrow. I mean, I think Kim is going to be the reluctant streamer. Yeah, the pain zone. Like, I could make all of this do not start if I wanted. Maybe I should. You know? Like, do you guys think that I should keep this as a questionable start stuff or do not start? Actually, I'm going to do this, by the way. What do you guys think? Should all of these guys be in the do not start or should they be in the questionable start? Because it's like such a gray area. Like, I can understand a scenario where you want to try like these guys because it's Texas, it's Arizona, and it's Rocky Road. And same kind of with Cease because it's the Tigers. But Azale, Emmanuel, and Kikuchi all are better, but they get worse starts, right? What stats do you do? CSW nerd. Oh, no. I'm not the person. Look, I'll say this. There's this stuff, right? And you can look at all of these and you can say, okay, I've got the perfect stream now. And then for me, because I do the roundup, it's all here. And I just generally go with feel. Like I could talk about all of these guys. Alzale, slider and fastball right now. Slider is looking good. Atlanta, I know, good offense. Like how much is this going to be negated by that? He hasn't really gone deep into games either. Dylan Cease hasn't had his command fixed yet. It is Detroit though. Like I am not your quant. Let's like put everything in an algorithm. There's your answer for probabilities of a good or bad start. Like I do not use a spreadsheet like this for streamers. I just don't. It's just not how I do things. And I hope that's okay. No way you are starting Cease. It is Detroit though. But all right, I think I am going to do this. I'm going to go at least this. Because this is kind of like, I can understand people taking a chance here. I'm going to do that. I think y'all are cool on that. Yeah, you want Kikuchi to go down too. This is a cherry bomb start. Look, I'll say this. If Kikuchi has his stuff, which we just don't know, it could work. Hey, good morning, Tar Minotaur. Good to see you. Oh, man. You guys are really pushing. All right. I really don't care. So fine, let's do this. I have no problem with it. It's a borderline for me anyway. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, CSW nerd. Oh man, I completely misread your question. Jesus, how does my brain work like that? I just wanted to go on a whole thing. It goes by earned runs allowed. It's just like earned runs allowed. Sometimes I take it and go, oh no, I want to talk about these two guys back to back for whatever reason. Oftentimes to make a terrible joke. But yeah, it's just going by earned runs allowed. Am I going to trust him? No. I don't trust him. That's why he's at the bottom of questionable start. I hope that people understand like what these tiers mean. It's very important. Like these are the ones I trust. Like I am starting them. I don't know if I'm starting Peralta against the Dodgers or Kyle Gibson against Boston. But I can understand a situation where you're like, look, Kent Emmanuel just threw 8 innings and it was 8.2 and it was successful. He gets the Mariners. You know what? That's not the worst option I've ever seen. There's a chance that could work. That's what questionable, when is it safe to stream pitchers? Oh yeah, Ben Palmer put out a really good article about it.
Yeah, it's there are a lot of things I really do agree with Palmer there. I think essentially he will tell you too. It's like all nuance, you know. We try so hard in this stat-heavy game to be to essentially say, great, let's just quantify everything and just do what the machine says. And I think that I don't know. It's just not. There's a lot more nuance that you can have with a lot of these things. So there are general rules, and then there's like, all right, yeah, you know the general rules, but we're going to do things differently.
Down the hatch. Okay, here we go. At least we can all agree probably Kyle Wright is last. Actually, Jorge Lopez is, and Kyle Wright's ahead of him. Okay, we're going to do this. I think. How would you rate the PO Plus Discord in terms of giving solid DFS advice? I don't go into the DFS one often, but I can tell you that our DFS team is fantastic. Rich Holman, Ryan Amore, Andrew Gould, Troy Clouder, etc. You will find yourself in a nice little home there. Excuse me. How rare is it for a guy who has command issues as bad as Kikuchi to figure it out? Excuse me. We've seen it, and not to mention the command issues are volatile, right? There are certain days that he has it, and then some days he doesn't, and it's just kind of like a back and forth. So I wouldn't say there's like a probability or something with that Kalupi, but it's not uncharacteristic for a guy like Kikuchi to do well. You know? Kent automatic. Love it. How rare is it for... Yeah, that's actually just what I answered. Okay. IBM? Who's IBM? Who am I forgetting here? Who's IBM? You're just talking about the company. Oh my God. I'm missing everything today. The AI, Watson, of course, yeah. Oh man. Well, I knew someone that we called IBM because their initials were IBM. So I'm like, instantly, it's got to be the person. There's got to be another one. Oh man. It's tougher. I mean, I recognized IBM as a company. I was like, no, you're talking about a manager. I'm like, what manager is that? Oh, so this shot's gonna be rough, guys. You're starting Cobb today. I hope that the splitters work. We just don't know. All right, I'm gonna move on. I'm just gonna carry on with my day. And by the way, Table Maker talked about it last night. It's next on the agenda for our lead developer. So really hoping to have good news about the new Table Maker soon. Probably by next week. Yellow. This is gonna be Kim, I imagine. Let's see what we got. I mean, not enough people have dropped Montgomery. No. Bassett, definitely not. Gibson? No, he's got to be picked up. Yep. Yarbrough, 36. And Kim? Kim is at 23. Are you guys going to allow me to do Kim here? Or are you forcing me to do Emmanuel? I'm just going to do Kim. And y'all are going to be okay with that, I hope. I hope you're kind of like that to me. Let's get you over here. For pitching fielding practice. Chat CSW is 65% with a Nick at the plate today. Oh, yeah, because I'm whiffing. I'm whiffing a lot. Pre-vaccine cut pocky brain. I don't know what it is. I think,
I did. If you guys notice, you can kind of see my sleep schedule based on when when I publish the SP roundup. Like if it's at like 1:45 a.m., you're like, oh no, Nick, like you stayed up to 1:45. I'm the one clicking that publish button. The pictureless fantasy platform. Oh yeah, PFP. I mean, you guys know that's like a pipe dream, right? Like that's, you know, I'm someone with no. I'm someone who's not short on ambition in this way. I really hope we can get to that. But yeah, I mean, I need my sleep too, but like, this is the life I chose. I mean, I think moving forward, by the way, you'll see it more 12:30, 12:45 because we'll have built in the games that haven't finished. But if the starter is removed, then I get their lines and stuff, which will be an incentivization for me to start it a little bit earlier. Well, that's the thing, Asher, is like, yeah, it's so important to be like, we have so many things I think we'd be able to push for it. Like be saying, hey, we have our P-Val League, right? Which I think is a really cool one. All the wacky leagues, we have that set up inside of it too. You have all these different ways to play this fantastic sport. And then integration with all of our content, you know? I just think it makes too much sense. Now every single launch you guys will be like, is this the one with the fantasy platform? Like, no, it's not. I mean, look, we got 7.0 coming. If this is going to happen, it's going to be like Pictureless 10 or something like that. Which of course I would call PLX. Duh. PLX. All right. I'm happy you're into that, Tar Minotaur. PLX now including PFP. We got Apple's marketing team. Pictureless is so successful that they bought Apple. Oh my god. All right, I'm gonna stop talking. Capitalize. Oh, no, I didn't even. Thank you, internet, for saving me. Okay, this is going to be very short notes today, isn't it? I mean, it's only 18 starts. Okay. Oh, I should probably do this to make it easier for you guys. Hold on. Hopefully that's better. And then I can also do this to make it so you can read it. Hope that's all right. PFP, it's in the game. I still have got that radio undertones. He is a clear Vargas rule for me, as long as that slider isn't earning whiffs.
This changeup is just so good right now. I always like calling them the Mighty Dodgers for some reason. I don't know. I just do. Should we be starting him against the Mighty Dodgers? It's a legit cherry bomb scenario and plan accordingly. I don't want to do too bold in a row. I don't totally understand. No, yeah, that's fine. They're hot bats. Man. I don't want to say hot bats. There's just something about like hot bats. Would you drop Coffee Cakes or Gibson for Garrett Richards' stream this weekend? I don't. Maybe Gibson. Maybe Gibson. Not Coffee Cakes. That's JT Brubaker for those that are unaware. Streaming pick today. Ratio in. Okay. I debated with the size of tier. Nope. It's a mix of and in the end, I don't feel confident with any of them. All right. Is dangerous and his all right. I think this is fine. This is enough. I don't need to go over every single guy. I think this is gonna do it. Okay. Make sure the date is changed. Make sure the table says today's starting pitchers as opposed to tomorrow's. I need you, chat, to be on the lookout for that. I've made that mistake a couple times of not updating this when I copy this table, but I keep it as tomorrow's as opposed to today's. So I'm looking to you to help me out. Thanks to our Minotaur. Hot bats. It sounds like it's just, yeah, right. Yeah, Felix. He was Kwon Kim last year was in contention to be a Spider-Man, right? And that's kind of what we're hoping for this year. He struck out 8 last time, which is like, what? You're not supposed to do that. So that, oh, that's an interesting question. Would you consider trading Maeda for Cevalle? This is what someone asked on the site. It's just a different risk reward thing, honestly. All right, but Kim, Spider-Man is kind of what we're hoping for. We're supposed to be a 20% strikeout rate, and we're hoping that the ratio is underneath 4. So, excuse me. All right, so let's go on to video. I have about 20 minutes or so. Smokey the Table Maker. All right, chat. Have I highlighted the streamers green? What I do is the stream pick of the day is either green or yellow. They do not show up inside of the back end, but they are on the front end. So yeah, don't worry about that. Only you can prevent table fire. Seriously, yeah, Smokey the Table Maker. Exactly. Who are we watching right now, guys? We've got about 20 minutes to watch anyone. It's up to you. I'm here. This is to help you. You want Kluber. What inning do you want Kluber if it's Kluber? You want Maeda, okay? I need an inning, and I need a consensus of chat. So I'll give you guys, a couple minutes or about a minute to talk amongst yourselves and make a decision. Let's see how you do. Let's see what we got. I'm just gonna, in the meantime, just kind of stare at you. But yeah, what do you think, huh? What do you think? Look into my soul. Look into my soul. And that gets a follow. Thanks, OP the Sheriff. You're awesome. Why did Scherzer have trouble keeping men off the base paths? Probably because
I mean, it's going to happen to times sometimes. And the Jays are a good offense. They're going to be aggressive. Scherzer is someone that throws in the zone a lot. So if you face an aggressive team, often they can make decent contact. All right, so it looks like we're going to go with Kluber, but you guys got to decide which inning. Second or third do you want? CSW says third. AWH says second. But yeah, guys, what inning? CSW once again says third. Is there anyone else that wants to chime in here? Yeah, 2 strikeouts. Kluber third, Silk. Okay. All right. Third inning. Sweet. Thanks for I appreciate you guys letting me know about it. Okay. 27. Let's do this. It's quick 9 results. So we'll do another inning too. Because this is gonna be a quick one. Wow, 9 pitches? Amazing. So
Rio Ruiz against Corey Kluber.
okay, so hold on. Okay. Let's turn this down. I got to turn off the desktop audio so they don't like get annoyed at me for, whatever. So you guys know about Kluber really quickly. I just want to always with every guy, I want you to understand like just what his approach is and what to kind of expect, right, from Kluber. So with every guy I'm going to do that. So with Kluber, it's cutters and breaking balls essentially. He throws a cutter around like 88 or so that he's trying to get up and into to left-handers. Does it really consistently. It's kind of his bread and butter there. Then sneaks in fastballs around 91. In the old days, it was like 92 or so. But these days, it's like 91 and change if we're lucky. He does throw a changeup that isn't very good. And really, back in the day, was like the clear 4th pitch. In this start, I do know that it was much better. And of course, he has his ridiculous breaking ball. And that curveball, slider, whatever you want to call it, that is the thing that makes Corey Kluber like that 30% strikeout guy. So if that pitch is working, that is everything, right? I mean, really, Kluber is dominant because of getting whiffs on that breaking ball. I mean, also and then getting really good strikes and often whiffs with cutters as well. So let's watch this. So there is that cutter. That's 87. It's not the sharpest one, but that did start out of the zone, come back down. And as long as Kluber can throw that for a strike, like, things should be good. So now at 0-1, maybe you're going to see another one. And you are. And you see how much that one got more of a horizontal bend. And this is kind of a thing with Kluber, is that he will change the shape of his pitches often. Like the first one had a straight vertical. Second one really bit in on Ruiz and got that second strike, which is huge. And now it's 0-2. And you want to see like the curveball breaker come down here. That's what you want to see. Oh, it looks like the one with the changeup. Just based on where he was placed, like you don't do a backdoor breaking ball there. You do, if you're down and away to the, to a lefty as a righty, like that's a changeup. And this was a game where he was feeling that a lot, but he really bounced that one. So that was just kind of a waste, and you just act like it's never happened, So you just rethink this, and I would hope you throw the breaking ball now. Let's see what happens. Oh, he threw another changeup. Oh man, so he executed differently. This worked because he's thinking this is a fastball too soon. It's going to come back in because he hasn't thrown a fastball yet. That had a lot of drop though. I'm actually really impressed with this. That's a better changeup than he used to have. The biggest difference between Prime and 2021 is that we haven't seen the breaking ball really take off yet. Like consistency with those secondary pitches is everything with Kluber. And that's kind of why I've been like, oh, over time this will work. A lot of people have been focused on the fastball velocity. Fastball's never been a thing with Kluber, really. It's always been his weakness, and the other secondary stuff is just so good that it makes it okay. So we need to see the whiffs on cutters and curveballs. And hey, we're getting, we got 5 whiffs on changeups in this one. If that's consistent, we're golden. I mean, I'm more obsessed about the drop on this changeup. Like you see where this is right now, and then That ends down here. You know, that's a good amount of drop. Also, Baltimore is like the best camera angle, just so you know. When I ranked the center field camera angles in 2018 for Fangraphs, this was number 1. So this is, oh, that's really nice. 92, that's prime Kluber. That's back in the day. 92, and stealing a strike with a fastball. He's not supposed to get outs with fastballs. He's supposed to just get strikes and make it so that they have to chase the secondary stuff. That's cool. Hey, take care, Donahue. Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate the kind words. So now here, you can throw a breaking ball or a cutter away. That's a bug. So it looks like that is a cutter that he floated a little bit up, but it got out enough that this is the end of the bat for Valiga. Right? This doesn't look like a good pitch. It really doesn't. But understand it's slower. It's breaking away. Really good hitters are able to stay on that. Like if that's Giancarlo Stanton, he will probably push that to right field effectively. But for the most part, you can get a free strike or an out with that pitch. So it's another backdoor fastball. Oh, no, this is a lefty. Okay, so a lefty here, you might see a backdoor cutter or a fastball here. Maybe that changeup? Wow, a first pitch changeup. Man, feeling it. Feeling it, Kluber. Love it. That's cool. All right, so probably the cutter inside now. Oh, that's filth. Look at that movement. And like compare that to the one that Valiga had. Oh, this is like inside corner now, and then nope. Woo, woo. Man, that's filth. That's really nice. Throw it again. Are you gonna go change up way, aren't you? Yeah, and he's feeling that. That's a really, really nice changeup. Oh man. Oh, that's like, look at this. This is inside the zone. Fastball gonna land like over here. And that just comes right underneath it. Excellent pitch. Oh. Well, that's the weird thing about Kluber is like this was weird gray area. I'm calling it more of a cutter because it's also 88, which is close to his fastball at 91 or 92. We need to have a victory lap stinger for this show. Huh. Are you talking like are you saying like a thing for me to be like success or whatever? Sure, it's the third inning. All right. So that's the disaster one, right? Pass it along the time. Well, it's a different. They're completely different in how they throw the ball too. So you're gonna see different results and stuff. All right, so this is, oh no, this is long. I don't know if I can do all of it. I'm going to try my best because that was 9 pitches. That was pretty easy. All right, there's a fastball up and in. He didn't try to get that, but that's fine. Okay, hold on a second. I'm someone that obsesses over design. And I got to say, that's a good-looking font, clear. This is a nice-looking table. I like Scherzer's font here. I don't really like how small Washington Nationals is, but I like the use of line. This is a good-looking table, you know? I just want to stand just for a moment. Nice table. Nice table broadcast. That's all. Gonna move on. That's a really nice slider. That's really, really nice. I mean, you could say that's actually maybe Scherzer's cutter because the slider's a little bit lower or more like a vertical drop. Table list. Design is a passion of mine, guys. I'll make this bigger too for you. Hold on. Okay. That's good. Let's do that. Okay. This is a weird camera angle. It's a little too high up, but I like how straight it is. The design. Hey, it's one thing at a time, okay? No, we don't want that again. Okay. So 0-2, what I'd expect is the same pitch again because Gurriel just chased it. Yeah, and he overthrew that one. Okay. Yep, there's a well executed one. Look at that horizontal jump. My God, filth. That's Max Scherzer. Hey, what's up? You're awesome. All right, that's a good first pitch fastball. Good job by Alejandro. This is something that Scherzer just does. He's like, all right, come and hit it. Alejandro was ready and aggressive for it. And maybe like, if I'm Scherzer moving forward, I take that note of like, oh, Alejandro is going to be aggressive against me, so maybe that's a cutter or a slider first instead of a fastball. Oh, nice, custom. That's awesome. No. Okay, so I think Scherzer's going up and in here with a fastball. I know he tried to do that cutter inside. Okay, so hold on. So the 87, 88 before was the slider. That's the cutter at 90. Okay. So now he's staying away. Oh, he tried to do a changeup away. Oh man, he overthrew. He like his timing was off with the bottom half. And he's too far out here, and his arm is just slightly behind it, so that it comes out over there. So now at 2-0, this is kind of dangerous. Scherzer is Scherzer, and he's probably gonna throw a fastball, and that's not what you wanted to. Yeah, that's. Tickable Scherzer, like that's the problem with the 1-0, like messing up so badly on that changeup. You're giving away two things. One, you're saying I'm probably not going to throw a changeup again now because you just messed that one up. So with the changeup off your mind, you are going to go after a fastball unless he has the brass to throw a slider, which it was a good sellout there by Biggio looking for a heater. So now this is bad. Man on second. You guys know the rule, right? Y'all know what's coming. We're all thinking slider, but he throws a fastball. Look at that. That's a really good one. That wasn't where they wanted it, but that's where they should have wanted it. Typically, you see a slider, a secondary pitch with a good hitter on a man on second. That's just kind of the rule. So now you got to think he's going slider. Oh, curveball. All right. Fine. But missed that one. And in this inning, it just looks like the timing's a little bit off with Scherzer. His arm is slightly lagging behind. That's all that's going on. It's a couple he's done that with. So I'd say slider away, personally. Yeah, there it is. It might have been the cutter, but that's lovely. All right, 1-2. You just saw him swing at that. Throw another one. You just executed it. Yeah. Ooh, nice take. All right. So here's the thing, right? I don't know what the next pitch is. I don't know any of this. So game theory right now. This is kind of weird. You got to 0-2 and you threw the slider, or you got to 1-1. You threw that slider. You got the swing strike. At 1-2, you throw it again, and Bo says, "No, I'm not going to swing at that." What Bo thinks now is, cool. I have earned a fastball now. I have earned at least something that's not the slider. If I'm Max Scherzer and I just executed two of those well in a row, I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to call your bluff, kind of. And I'm going to throw another slider. No, this is MLB's film room. If you go to MLB.com/video, it's this. It's really cool. MLB film room. This is absolutely free to everybody. It's the only reason why I'm like streaming it, because it's free. So if I'm Max Scherzer and with his bulldog personality, I'm like, dude, I know you just did not swing at a slider, but I'm not willing to say that you are now on the slider. You just guessed that one right. So let's see what happens. Does Scherzer have it? Yes! Oh, man. Oh. I'm sorry. Oh, man. He did it. He did it, right? Oh, I love that so much. That's what makes Scherzer so cool, right? Like, that mentality is what makes him so great. So many other guys would feel so, would lose their confidence after throwing the slider, and then Bo takes it. It's a really good one, and he took it. And it's like, oh no, now he's on my slider. But Scherzer's like, no, you guessed right on that one. My slider's so good. You already whiffed at it. I'm going to throw you another one. And props to Bo Bichette for getting a piece of that pitch, because that's a really good one. That's down and away right in the corner. And Bo is like, I'm not going to be beat by that. Oh, okay. So now you have him looking away 3 times, down and away. If you can execute an up and in fastball, you should be able to get Bo Bichette. And he's like going to be leaning out over here. You should now be like, these mind games, it doesn't even matter if you expect this now. You are so off balance with that slider that this should be able to overpower you. Oh, and you see this. You see like how Bo leaned and like pulled back. Like that normally would have been like an easier take back, but you can see kind of he's leaning and cheating down and away. And if I'm Scherzer, I'm upset because you had him dead to rights. You had him. Now you're 3-2. And I would imagine Bo's thinking that slider once again. I think Scherzer's going to throw that again. But you're like, he's like, man, I had this. So are you going to go the fastball up and in, or are you going to go the slider? Oh, and he went with a curveball, and you had Bo. You had him. Look how messed up he was. He didn't even think this for ages. Oh, man. This is, if you threw that for a strike, he's dead. That was the right pitch call. Scherzer, you're just not quite there with your timing. Everything's going up and up arm side. Oh, man. This is exhilarating. Well, thanks so much. Oh, thanks so much for the gifted sub, Tar. Minotaur. But yeah, this stuff is like what makes me love pitching so much, right? These battles, this like no one is aware of this stuff, you know? It's like the 1% of baseball fans actually like sit and watch this mind game, you know? Think about it. Like, okay, these are the pitches. This is what's going on. Like, if I'm a hitter, what would I be expecting, right? And it takes guts. There's like real tactics and everything involved in every single pitch. And Scherzer's, he's got to be upset at himself because he had multiple times in this inning where he's just floated it up over here. And if he had executed what he was trying to do, like, there's a difference between having confidence, not having confidence in your stuff, and then there's not having confidence in your command. And the more frustrating one is the one in your command, because you know how good you are and it's just not being executed right. The more frustrating one, the more depressing one is when you don't have confidence in your stuff, because then it's just like, well, I'm not good enough. So not having, confidence in your command is an easier one, I think, to get over the hump. And it's why you find me generally more excited about the stuff guys than I do the command guys. So yeah. All right. Agreed. I wish they would do this kind of, it's harder. You guys realize though, like how long I've talked about this is like 10 minutes and this has been a 5-minute thing. So that's the problem. I tried to do it with like when I was doing the broadcast with Fast and everything like that, but it's just, I want to talk about it and already the next pitch is here. So it can be really frustrating. All right. So now it's Vlad, and here's the bases loaded one. Here's where all like, okay. So first pitch, Vlad, you know what's coming, right? It's got to be a slider. It has to be. Bases loaded, the big guy. You're hoping to get like a whiff or a called strike on a slider. Good. Not the greatest one. Honestly, this is in some ways a mistake, because if he was looking slider, there's no way, like, if he's looking slider, Vlad is staying in on this, and he's dropping that barrel effectively with his timing, and that's over the fence. Over here is better than here, but, he guessed wrong, and he was on his front foot, but it was upset, and he pulled it, and all right. All right, so now what are they going to do? Oh, they're going to try and play off this and do a four-seamer up. Okay, yeah, I get that. I think it's the right pitch call. He just, again, did not execute it, right? Scherzer, by the way, not typical this year. Typically this year, he's been pretty good with his command. He had this one rough inning where it was just everything was floating a little bit too far up and in, or up in arm side.
So now back at 1-1. Honestly, I would try and throw that pitch again personally, but it looks like he's going to slider instead. Not a terrible one. And good on Vlad for expecting it. And I mean, I think this at bat after that first pitch slider, I think now he's just kind of looking for that. But now, like, he was looking for it with this pitch, and then he looked for it again on the next one. Good take. This is tough now. I don't know what to throw. I mean, I'm probably going to try and execute this up and in fastball, but he hasn't been able to do it. Can he get a curveball in there? He didn't have his changeup before, and a righty changeup right now would be devastating, I think. Like a changeup right here would be, oh boy, but I don't think Scherzer has it. Oh, here's the grand slam. Oh man, what is it? Oh, they're like, what are you doing? Okay. All right, so he's gonna throw a slider, and that's what he was looking for, right? This is a bad one, but if you remember from the entire at bat, the first pitch was that slider. Vlad is like, I should have been thinking of it. The second pitch was a fastball that missed up and in, and Vlad was looking for the slider, didn't swing at it. Third pitch gave him the slider, took it when it was out of the zone. Tells you if you're Scherzer, he's looking for the slider. Scherzer at 2-1 decided to throw it again. I think it was overkill, and he threw a bad one. You know? I mean, the changeup would have been devastating. I think, honestly, the problem here was not actually the slider. It was the fact that Scherzer did not execute that 0-1 pitch, that fastball up and in. He didn't execute it against Bo. He didn't have it really this entire inning. And that would have been the pitch to nullify there, because he saw with the 1-1 pitch that he was on the slider. He took it down. Like, that's not a pitch if you're looking for a fastball, you're swinging over that every time. And he didn't. Yeah, it's 10:30. I figured like that's what you guys needed to see, right? Would I drop Smiley for a 2-star Inoa? Yes, I would, CSW nerd. I absolutely would. But yeah, I hope this stuff is helpful for you guys. I enjoy this a lot. I got to figure out a way to market this better, I think, because I feel like this is the most, I don't know, like interesting and unique thing that I can provide, right? I got to figure out a way to do this stuff more often. But thanks so much it was a good call with Scherzer and Kluber. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for all the support. I will keep you posted with how I'm feeling about the vaccine. I hope to see you guys at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. Thanks so much, Tar Minotaur, again for gifting another sub. You're amazing. Thanks, Common Cold Radio. Thank you all, Crooked Alligator, Maleem, AWH, CSW Nerd, Felix, Vertree. Yeah, we might do that. That's a really good call, actually. I'll pass that along, I think. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being here, and as always, may your BABIPs be low and your strikeouts high.